Last year when we were here, I thought we were just glad to be here. And I even felt yesterday in practice that there was a different feel about our team because these guys, especially Matthew and Jordan, they'd been here before, and they fully intended on coming down here and winning this first game. So I saw that determination, I saw that grit, and I thought really the details of that is our defense was good. And we rebounded the ball better the second half. First half, they just killed us on the glass. So I thought the defense and the rebounding is what helped us. And then we hit some timely buckets. And then obviously when we can get Jordan to the free throw line, that's almost as good as automatic every time. So really proud of the effort, proud of our win, and the fact that we get a chance to play again tomorrow. Anthony Boone is our big man coach, and Anthony, of course, played when I was an assistant coach at Ole Miss, and Anthony guarded a few good players in the SEC back in the day. So he's been very instrumental in all of our bigs development, but certainly Hayden's. And what Hayden gives us that they didn't allude to, I think, is he's a defensive presence. And he led the Southland Conference in block shots. He's top 5 or 6 in the country. And he makes up for a lot of mistakes back there. And in fact, there were a couple games this year that our Abilene game, he blocked 2 shots that looked like sure baskets, and he came out of nowhere. But he has developed. And the thing is, I think when he gets 20, 25 more pounds on him, he's just going to be super. The only thing that holds him back right now is his lack of strength, and he knows it. So that's going to be a big priority in the offseason, getting him muscled up. Well, we knew Lamar would try to pound us inside because they did that down in Beaumont early in January. And so we were expecting that, and I thought we did a better job of helping. It's funny how your team progresses, and Coach Haller will attest to this, I know. When I went back and watched the tape of us and Lamar, I couldn't believe how bad our defense was down there that night. And it didn't look like our current team. We weren't helping each other. People were getting left out on an island to guard by themselves. And so we really used that almost as a teaching tool as much as we did scouting Lamar to talk about, our defense has gotten better, and look at this game over here where you guarded right. So I thought we would defend better, which eventually was the outcome of the game. But, they did a good job on us too. And, Jordan winds up, I think, with 26, but he had to work for every one of them. And so Tick does such a good job, and that just came down to, I thought, a couple possessions, and we made them, and they didn't. We were really out of sync down there, and I'm not sure why. We kind of analyzed it. When they got on a roll, they hit us in the mouth, and we didn't respond. At home, I thought, when you play Stephen F. Austin, you better bring your big boy pants, and you better be tough. Because it's not going to be a game that, if you're faint of heart, you don't want to play in that game. And I thought down there they kind of got after us a little bit more, and we didn't respond very well. But I tell you what, that was in my opinion, a big momentum turner for us. I think we've won 4 straight since then. The next day in practice, we went on over to Abilene, and that might have been the best practice of the year. And it's interesting, and I'll tell you a quick story. I know we got other stuff to do. My dad coached for 40-some-odd years. He called me after that Stephen F. Austin game. He said, "What are you going to do tomorrow?" I go, "I don't know, but it's not going to be easy." He said, "Let me give you a bit of advice." He said, "Don't even talk about that game." I said, "What?" He said, "Don't even mention it." He said, "Did that look like your team out there last night?" I said, "No." He goes, "What didn't you like?" I said, "Everything." He said, "How long is it going to take you to fix everything?" I said, "Hours and hours." He said, "How about you just talk about the team that's been playing good this year?" And I never mentioned that game to those kids. I just said, "Hey, we got to move on from last night." And what I liked was our guys took that, and they knew. And that practice the next day, we had an outline, but they ran the practice, and they were holding each other accountable. And so there was a big swing on our team after that game. And, we know they're a good opponent, but I think our guys are, they'll look forward to playing in the game.